But here's a tip that'll also help you. When you're playing out of the rough, you have to have a steeper angle of approach. If you come in too shallow, you'll catch grass behind the ball and you won't have any speed. Take the club more up, bring the club more down. That will help you to hit the shots out of the rough.
By taking the 5-wood or even a hybrid, because you can see the loft on the club, it gives you the confidence to swing smoother. You'll get a lot nicer shot and you'll stay in play more.
Okay, 3-wood shot off the fairway. Quite a difficult skill to learn. You need to make sure that your setup is different and you need to make sure that you're hitting the ball in a different way. I'll explain. When you normally hit a 3-wood or a driver, say off a tee, you're looking to sweep the ball off the tee. Now the ball is on the ground. If we were to try and sweep it, all that would happen is we'd hit the ball in the up too much, we'd top the ball, or we'd hit the ground before. So if I change my setup by moving the ball slightly further back in my stance and now a little bit more in the middle, that's going to encourage a bit more of a descending blow on the ball. It's going to have me hit ball, then turf, and then get it in the air. So let's give that a go. Ball position, a little bit more central. I'm going to try and transfer weight onto my left. And off it goes towards the target.
Most amateurs are trying to lift the ball up with a fairway wood. You don't need to do that. You need to hit down on the ball, even with a fairway wood, just like you do with your irons. Obviously, it's not going to be quite as steep, but you still need to hit down on it and let the loft of the club bring it up in the air. When you're trying to lift it, that's when people are going to top it, they're going to blade it, and it's very difficult. So I'll show you. The impact of the ball with the 3-wood should be in front of the ball when I'm done. So I still hit down on that. It was more of a sweeping thing, but you cannot hit up on the ball. It's sitting on the ground.
Teach you 3 keys for hitting the Stinger 3-wood shot. The first key is to make sure your alignment's far enough left. So when you do that, the ball position is going to feel further back, but don't be scared by that, because the next part of the shot is you have to remember to hit down on it. By hitting down on it, the face is going to stay a little more open, which is going to allow the ball to squeeze a little bit further right, but we've accounted for that. And then the last piece before we hit the shot is you want to make sure that your body's moving towards the target. The common thing I see with people hitting this shot is they'll back out of it, which is going to get the path going further right, even though we've accounted for it, and the ball come up much higher and right of where we want to. So I'll go ahead and hit one. So we're going to focus on getting that aim far enough left. The face is still going to be close to where we want it to go. We're going to remember to hit down on it and move towards the target.
Focusing on hitting our 3-wood on a tee where we'd have to tee it up. The 3-wood is going to hit the ball just a little bit shorter than your driver, but that's going to be the next blow that's going to go the farthest. When setting up to hit a 3-wood off of the tee, we want to put the ball in the front of our stance, just right off of our left foot. You want to tee the ball just high enough where the bottom of the ball is right about the top of our club. We don't want to tee the ball up too high, where we have the possibility of going right underneath it and popping the ball straight up in the air. We want our stance to be a little bit wider than shoulder length apart for good balance. We want to just be focusing on going right to the bottom of the tee. That's how to hit a 3-wood.
That when I get to the top of my backswing, I like to feel that I stay closed halfway down. So basically I'm feeling like my left arm is dropping down my chest as I stay closed to the target. That does a couple of things for me. It helps my rhythm, it keeps me very patient off the top of the backswing, and also it helps me keep a little bit of lag and a little bit of angle as I come down into the ball. One of my faults is when I get a little bit quick and I unwind too early, and when that happens I have to hit the brakes essentially and wait for the club to fall into the hitting zone, and hence I have to time impact so much more, and I end up actually losing the face through impact. But when I make this move, I really wait for it. Now I put myself in a position where I have to turn very aggressively through impact. So I can pivot much faster, much harder, much more powerfully, and that actually stabilizes the face through the hitting area. Should look something like this.